I have a lovely person, Leah, here. And Leah asked a really interesting question. She said, how do I know if it's more important to take my Chinese herbs or my regular supplements, and if I'm doubling up on them without knowing, because I don't know what's in my Chinese herbs? So, this is how I'd like to answer it. Certainly, Western supplements are really important because there are certain maybe deficiencies that we might have. For example, vitamin D, especially here in the Northwest. Lee and I both know that humans can be deficient in vitamin D. And it is good to get levels tested, because once in a while somebody's really high in D and you don't want to add vitamin D. But beyond that, I think it's important to add certain supplements as needed. For example, vitamin B complex can really help with emotions. That's another one. And sometimes we need vitamin C to stimulate our immune system. So there are many things that we could take. Chinese herbs work somewhat differently. Chinese herbs, in a sense, work in a different way. It's not additive as much as it is shifting our body constitution. So it's shifting our body constitution so that it functions better. So if you're low on D or C or zinc or something and you take it in, then that's a nice way to balance. But if you want to go deeper, for example, some of us have a yin deficiency. That means we don't have enough fluids in our body. So we're chronically low in fluids. And some of us have a cracked tongue. If you stuck out your tongue and looked in a mirror, you might see some cracks on it. And that means it's almost like a desert earth that's cracked. It means there hasn't been enough fluid or rain coming down and nurturing that environment. So sometimes herbs nourish the yin, and those are very important because by nourishing the yin in the body, it helps everything function much better. Meaning that if you're deficient yin, it's hard for any of the systems to really work well. For example, yin deficiency, when there's not enough water to quench the fire, can sometimes lead to heat. And heat leads to inflammation. And inflammation causes all kinds of havoc in the body. Now, could you treat inflammation with an external Western supplement? Sure, you could. But if you want to get deep inside and heal the root cause of what's going on, then we will often use Chinese herbs to do that. And then it mitigates the need for taking an anti-inflammatory, if you will, a natural one or a synthetic one. And so what I do for myself, and everybody needs to make decisions for themselves by listening to their care providers and their own intuition. But what I tend to do is daily I do my Chinese herbs to help my body constitution, and then I will add what I need each day, Western supplement wise. Doesn't mean I take the same thing every day, Western supplement wise, but I do take Chinese herbs every day to work on my own personal yin deficiency, to keep heat down, to keep inflammation down, and to help heal my body in a very deep way. Thank you for joining us.